All right, today we're in Proverbs 19:22, still talking about kindness. And it says, what is desirable in a man is kindness. And another version says, kindness makes a man attractive. I totally agree. So men, if you're wanting to know how to be more attractive, this is the key. Be kind. Because you know what? Have you ever seen a guy that's like so handsome and good looking, and initially he catches your eye, and then you hear him be hurtful or unkind to someone else, or make a joke about someone, or lose his temper? You know what? Immediately you forget how good looking is, and you're like, and you go on. You know what? The opposite is also true. For someone who's just like slightly good looking, average at best, but they're kind, it's like they radiate, and you just can't have enough time with them. Why? Because that kindness in them says, I hear you and you matter. I'm putting you in front of myself. So let's look back at Ruth. Yesterday we talked about Ruth and how she was kind to Naomi, and her kindness made her stand out. Okay? She was kind to Naomi, and because of that kindness, it was like this radiant light coming out of her, and she stood out. Okay, who did she stand out to? The most eligible bachelor in the place, all right? She's a widow. She's just working in the field, just like all the other poor people who didn't have money, and they just worked in the field and they picked up scraps. That's what she was doing, but because of her kindness, she just was like a neon light saying, hello, notice me. And that's what happened. Boaz noticed Ruth, her kindness, and how come is this young, beautiful woman out here working in the field? Oh, well, she's helping her mother-in-law. Oh, so we see Boaz, and Boaz turns around and shows kindness to Ruth. She doesn't deserve it. He doesn't owe it to her. And you know what the truth is? Ruth is not showing kindness to Naomi because she's expecting something back from Naomi. She's not doing it for people to notice her. She's doing it just out of her goodness of her heart. So she sets herself up. The richest guy, the generous guy, the eligible guy, he chooses her, and he says, I am going to be your kinsman redeemer. I'm going to redeem you. I'm going to marry you. Everything I have is going to be yours. And we see in that, in the relationship of Boaz to Ruth, we see Jesus and how he redeemed us. We were nothing. We didn't deserve it. We were very unattractive. But you know what? Jesus redeemed us. So there's a quote, and it says, kindness is a simple way to tell another struggling soul that there's hope, that there's love to be found in this world. So you know what? When you see somebody else who's struggling, remember you were struggling one day too. Show kindness. So as we're going the second mile, we're going to look for people to show kindness to. Why? Because Jesus extended kindness to us. He was our kinsman redeemer, and we have a chance to be a reflection of him. So look for someone this week who you can be kind to, just like Jesus was kind to you.